CNN has obtained thousands of text messages exchanged between Mark Meadows and Donald Trump's high-profile supporters, revealing never-before-seen conversations about the January 6, 2021, attack on the U.S. Capitol and other efforts to stop Joe Biden from taking office. Meadows, who served as White House Chief of Staff under Trump, provided the log of texts to the House committee investigating the insurrection in December, shortly before he stopped cooperating with the probe. The committee has previously released some of those messages to the public, but CNN reported Monday that it had obtained the 2,319 messages that Meadows had turned over, all of which were sent and received between Election Day 2020 and Biden's inauguration 7 weeks later. Meadows declined to give the committee about 1,000 other text messages, the panel said in a court filing. The cache of messages includes conversations between Meadows and several members of Trump's inner circle, including his adult children, campaign officials, cabinet members, top White House staff, more than 40 current and former Republican members of Congress, Fox News personalities, and organizers of the January 6 event where Trump encouraged his supporters to rally at the Capitol. Some of the most noteworthy exchanges were between Meadows and Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, Republican Georgia. The Republican lawmaker is currently facing a legal challenge that could disqualify her from running for re-election because of her alleged role in the events of January 6. In a text to Meadows on December 31, 2020, Greene asked for help organizing the congressional objection to Biden's victory. "Good morning, Mark, I'm here in D.C. We have to get organized for the 6th, she wrote. "I would like to meet with Rudy Giuliani again. We didn't get to speak with him long. Also anyone who can help. We are getting a lot of members on board. And we need to lay out the best case for each state." During the attack, Greene urged Meadows to make Trump disavow what was happening, writing, "Mark, I was just told there is an active shooter on the first floor of the Capitol. Please tell the president to calm people. This isn't the way to solve anything." Several other Republican lawmakers sent similar pleas, despite publicly downplaying Trump's responsibility for the attack and its aftermath. Greene texted Meadows again later that day, claiming far-left activists were masquerading as Trump voters. "Mark, we don't think these attackers are our people. We think they are Antifa. Dressed like Trump's supporters," she wrote. Investigations into the attack over the past year have found that the rioters were, in fact, Trump supporters. Trump campaign spokesperson Jason Miller appeared to push Meadows to have the president perpetuate the idea that his supporters were not behind the riot, according to texts CNN obtained. Miller wrote on January 6. In the final days leading up to Biden's inauguration, Greene urged Meadows to look into Trump declaring martial law, wherein military authority would take over civilian rule. "In our private chat with only members, several are saying the only way to save our republic is for Trump to call for martial law," she wrote. "I don't know on those things. I just wanted you to tell him. They stole this election. We all know. They will destroy our country next. Please tell him to declassify as much as possible so we can go after Biden and anyone else." Meadows also frequently texted with Fox News host Sean Hannity, CNN reported. In one conversation, Hannity appears to ask Meadows how he could help improve Trump's election results. "Is he gonna be okay?" Hannity wrote, referring to the swing state North Carolina. Meadows replied that Hannity should remind his viewers that every vote matters, to which Hannity responded, "Yes sir." Meadows added that the Trump campaign needed a push for votes in North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Arizona, and Nevada. Read more of the text CNN obtained here and here.